Hey guys, how are we doing? How are we do? How are we all doing? Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Blue Moon said, I was the one who commented that Braden was so fine on the last live stream, and y'all roasted me for it, rightfully so. He definitely let his insecurities from being cheated on his past relationships get to him. This episode, why are you making excuses for him? But y'all lying if you don't think that jawline is a gift from God. I don't see it. If you put a filter on his mouth, he absolutely be perfect. I'm sick of beside him. There, now roast away. I won't roast because listen, women are, you know what, Blue Moon? I don't want to identify for you, but what I do want to say is that people who are attracted to men normally make certain decisions based off of their male attraction that somebody fully sane would not make. So nobody's judging. Nobody's judging. Everybody has been there. We're going to let you have this one. Unfortunately, we just going to let you have this one. But I feel like you won't be sticking beside him much longer because what I saw in him is starting to manifest, and we're gonna let you come back. We're not gonna judge you. We're gonna let you come back. But I feel like you won't be sticking beside him much longer because he's about to show a face that I've been seeing. Hey, love yourself. How are you? Hey, Nas V, how are you? It's Kiti. Hey, Kiti said hi. First live ever. I usually watch the replay. Yay. Thank you for being here. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin said, so I don't know what our girl Charity is doing, but she followed Joey's sister on Instagram. I like Joey, but I'm rooting for John. So that kind of made me a little sad. I'm rooting for John. But I like Joey too, so it could go either way for me. But I want John to bring it home. Lily B said, no shade, but Charity going for Braden explaining why she stayed with her ex who cheated on her multiple times. Just yikes. I feel like I'm hoping that Braden is just a plant because I'm like, what are the qualities that make you say, oh, I want this guy to stay? The feather earrings, the cubic zirconias from Claire's, the dangly cross earrings in both ears. Like, there's no way that you are attracted to that, Charity. There's no way. You and Blue Moon are gassing. Y'all are gassing us. There's no way. There's no way. It's KT also said, sorry, I can't get past the fashions. I wanted to snatch some earrings out his ear the entire time. It's terrible. I'm like, in 2023, at your big age, you are not like a 17-year-old who is trying out for a college football team. You're a grown, like, I don't want to judge, but I'm just like, what job are you going to? What job are you going to with those earrings? You know what? Let me look up his bio. Let me look up Braden's bio because I'm flabbergasted that he's still here. I really am. He's a travel nurse. Braden's bachelor bio. Braden is a hardworking romantic and as funny as he is handsome. The travel nurse has big goals for his future, but says there's one major piece missing from his life, a wife. I don't believe that. He's 24. I don't believe that. Braden has been in serious relationships before, but is excited about this unique opportunity to date Charity. When Braden loves, he loves hard, and he is ready to put it all on the line to find his perfect match. Braden is hoping his future wife is honest, adventurous, most importantly, will love his dog River as much as he does. Could Charity be the perfect match for Braden and River that Braden and River have been looking for? Fun facts, Braden loves a good cigar lounge, of course. Braden is not into meditation. Shocker. Braden is looking for someone to teach him how to salsa dance. Yeah. Yeah, I think if anything, this is what I think. I think that Braden is a plant. Just the way he operates, it's just too much. It's too much. Like, if you are somebody who has never been on TV and has no TV aspirations, you would not be moving the way he is moving. He is very comfortable with the camera, always trying to hog up time and space whenever filming is going on. Right out the gate is trying to create a storyline that, he's packing his bags and, he's going to get out of here if Charity doesn't treat him right. And it's just far too much too soon. We're episode 2. And we've had so much camera time from you. I just don't buy it. I think he's a plant. And I think if he wasn't hired to be the Bachelor, I think he's vying to be that. So I think he's trying to build this relationship with Charity and then start, even though she might be doing the right thing, he's going to try to flip it as if she's doing something wrong and not for him and not his person. And, start this crying fit and say, I have to leave the show because I just don't feel like me and Charity are a match, only to become the Bachelor next season. That's what I'm feeling like he's doing. And he probably was hired for that. I'm not sure. We will see. The show is making a shift. We have a new EP, a Black woman. You actually see her in the trailer for next week's episode. She has the braids. She is the one taking Charity away, I guess, because she got into it with Braden or whatever. But that's what it seems like. It seems like that's happening, but I'm not sure if that's the new formula with the new team running the show. But we will see. We will see. Caitlin said also, Jesse Palmer had the audacity to critique Braden's outfit and earrings. Deservingly so. but he's wearing a whole goddamn suit on the beach. That did look a little ridiculous, but I will say if they're at the Santa Monica Pier, it's freezing down there. So I understand. I understand because the guys look really cold. They were shivering. So if they're at the Santa Monica Pier, yeah, the suit was needed. Hey Irene, how are you? Hey Yolande, hey Denard, hey Megan. How are you guys? Hey Alicia. What girl? How are you? You know what? Can we talk about this? So, what girl says team Jotun and John? This is the thing. They are calling the way Charity and everybody else says Dortun's name. It's not how he says it. And maybe he just doesn't feel like correcting people. But I'm like, when he said his full name to Charity, and we will get into that, I was like, oh, okay. But Charity keeps on calling you Dalton. That's why I was confused last episode. I'm like, what is this man's name? But I'm glad that you're rooting for the CIA and John. I'm rooting for John. The CIA lost me. Hey, Naya. Naya said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam, let's get into it. Hoping for another classic Bachelorette live like the last one. Lord, oh my goodness. These Bravo marriages got to stay intact. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Mama Star is in the building. It's Kiti said, I'm thinking Dartune and Xavier as much as I'm rooting for John B and Dartune. I feel like it's going to be John, Xavier, oh God, the CIA probably, and Aaron. If it's not the CIA, probably some other white guy. Joey, Joey, Xavier, Aaron, and John. That's who I think is going to be at the end. I think that those are the fantasy suite guys. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I feel like that's how it's going. Miss Brown Sugar said, did I really show up exactly on time? Color me surprised. Glad you're here. Glad you were here. I hope not. I hope not. I'm telling you right now, if news breaks that Teresa and Louis are getting a divorce, I got to get off of here. I have got to get off of here. He was so annoying this episode. Braden was so annoying this episode. Hey, Ashley. Ashley said, hey, Nikki'Star and fam, Kevin Ferderline'S Tether has to go. He absolutely does. I'm over him. Megan said, the way Charity is feeling Joey, I think he's in the final two. I wouldn't be shocked. We will get into that kiss. I will not be shocked. Since we're here, let's get into the review off the bat. Right off grip. When I finally got to see all the guys in Charity together, I feel like Charity asked for tall guys and Ivy League guys because there is far too many guys from Ivy League schools, especially Harvard. Every time you see a guy's name, you see Harvard. And I'm like, did Charity ask for Ivy League guys? I feel like she did because she gives me an Ivy League wife, right? I feel like she asked for that. If not Ivy League, I think if she asked for Ivy League, I think she also asked for military too because she's a military kid. So I feel like a lot of those guys, maybe that's why Mr. CIA, she's attracted to that. Oh, Lord. I think that's what she asked for. I think she asked for military men and Ivy League guys, tall. Absolutely tall, because this is ridiculous. We have never seen this many tall guys before on any of the Bachelorette shows. I think she was like 6'5" plus, military or Ivy League or both. That's what I think Homegirl was looking for. She got it. I will say the casting this season is really good. We got a lot more lookers than Shreks, and that's what we're normally used to getting. A lot of guys who is just like, okay, let's be honest. He's featurely challenged. I don't think that this is somebody that this Bachelorette would be going for. But this season, a lot of these men make sense for Charity. Like, I can actually see her going for these guys. I feel like for me, watching this is the first season where the men seem realistic. I haven't seen it in any of the other Bachelorette seasons. So the first one-on-one date we have is with Charity and Aaron. You guys know how I feel about this couple. Like I always said, I feel like Charity and Aaron would have met Black Aaron. I forgot there's another one. Oh my goodness. Charity and Black Aaron. I feel like they would absolutely have met outside of this show. I won't go as far to say soulmates, but I feel like they will probably run in the same circles. They will probably, go to the same Jack and Jill mixers. I just would. For some reason, this couple just makes sense to me. They really, really do make sense to me. So, her attraction to him is not weird. I think he's rather fitting for her life. I will say, although I think that, Aaron is a good partner for Charity, the date was dry boots. Aaron, where's your personality? Where is your personality? You could just be nervous, and that's a good thing. That's cute. Women like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, he's nervous. It's cute. I feel like you got to get it up and get going because it's a competition. And that kind of personality normally gets left behind. You're lucky that Charity is attracted to you and there's familiarity there. So you're not disappearing, but the personality is just so dry boots. I felt like Charity was doing all the talking. It was cute that he was staring at her a lot, but I'm like, you got to make yourself interesting because this is still a TV show, right? This is still a TV show. We are suspending our belief just to get into the show, but everybody knows that everybody is here for a career opportunity and entertainment, right? Nobody's going back to their 9-to-5 job, even if it's great, right? Even if it's, they're, making vaccines and doing everything that they went to school for. Yeah, that's great. But if I can make more money just, dressing up as a Z-list celebrity and, doing food reviews or whatever on my YouTube or TikTok, I'm going to do that because that's a bit more fulfilling. It's a lot less stress. It's fun, and to some, it's easy money. So we're not fools here. We know what this is. So although I feel like Charity and Aaron are a good match, this is still a TV show. This show still needs to be entertaining, and men like Braden will go far, and Aaron, even if she's attracted to him, she will be encouraged to cut him because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's showtime, right? So we have to be a bit more interesting. And I'm just like, come on, Aaron, come on. Let's have some personality. The whole day he's like, wow, great, awesome. Yeah, I can see that. No, what else is there about you? What is interesting? What is going to draw Charity in the audience to you? Like, let's give us something. You got it in the bag. Don't get cut from the show. You got it in the bag. How are we feeling about Aaron's emotional moment when he was talking about he was bettering himself and going to therapy because he was out there in the streets and he just wasn't the best partner for his ex, but he decided to go to therapy and really, do the work to become a better person. And his ex took advantage of his therapeutic self. And he, tried to cry, was attempting to cry and just saying that, that really hurt him, the way his ex treated him. I gotta be honest, that hit me in a place where I was just like, I don't believe you. Right? I was like, I don't think this is how this happened. I would love to talk to the ex because I think the story is completely different from her. And I feel like I will believe that story over what you're telling. Here is why. There were far too many stops and starts in the story, right? I feel like when he was telling Charity the story, he was one, trying to emote, and two, he was trying to see how she was receiving what he was saying. Because if she wasn't fully receiving it, he will pull back. And then if it seems as if she was more or less agreeing with, his, retelling of this experience with his ex, then he would start giving a bit more. But it was really like pulling teeth because I think he was trying to see how Charity was receiving what he was giving her. For me, it was complete BS. It was complete BS because your one true emotional moment on this show that every guy that, the lead is interested in is going to have to give us, especially on a one-on-one. If you get a one-on-one date, that is your introduction to trauma dump, right? A one-on-one date is a trauma dump. So I'm just like, is this the best that you can do? And if it is, why? right? And I'm not saying that he had to experience like some really great trauma, but this does not seem like the story that he was trying to get across. It really just seems like one, he was probably too young to be in such a committed relationship, right? Like that probably he just really wasn't ready. But it also seemed like even after that relationship did not work out, he did not grow, he did not evolve. Because how are you still not able to see the other side of that coin? Because there's no, oh, I just realized he's the guy who has the same coin. Like even though the coin is supposed to have different sides, they all have the same side. So I don't know if that's foreshadowing of the kind of guy that he is going to be in the long run on this show, or if it's just a fun little coincidence. But I feel like even if you feel like even if he feels like his ex did him wrong, how are you still at this point and not saying that, you know what, I could have handled that a bit better, right? That I was changing, I was becoming a different partner. I could have expressed to her that this is what I wanted, but I did not do that. So instead, I pushed her away and she was able to find happiness with someone else. And I became bitter and judged her because of that. But now that I'm older and looking back, I realized that I wasn't the partner that she needed because I was trying to be the partner for somebody else. And hopefully that somebody else is you, Charity. Boom, you got her. But you lost us, at least for me, you lost me in this whole, well, I was bettering myself and my ex took advantage of that. Something about that don't seem all the way correct. I feel like you're leaving out really important aspects of the relationship and the dynamics of the relationship and why it broke down. What do you guys think about that? Because I was just like, something's missing, Aaron. Something is missing. And so after he trauma dumps on Charity, because his ex took advantage of him being vulnerable. We are finally back to country singers. Now listen, I'm not saying that Charity and Aaron do not appear to be people who listen to, what's her name? Lauren Alana? Yeah, Lauren Alana. Like, they probably listen to her, right? They've probably been to all of her concerts. I can see these two having a ball at Stagecoach. However, I feel like if the lead of your show was Black American, I think I would probably not go all the way back to the formula of the show that was problematic from the beginning. You know what I mean? I was just like, Kiki Wyatt isn't available. She's always available for a booking. And even though the woman got at least 22 plus kids, she will still come to the booking and eat down. Where was Kiki Wyatt? Lauren Alana. Okay. Another country singer. I just don't get it. I do not get the country singers. I think it's great if there was a mixture. There's no mixture. I mean, you could at least get given her at least a Stansfield or something, but there's just like no mixture. It's just like these country singers. And I'm just like, if this show has gotten in trouble because it has not evolved, why are we still not evolving? Lauren can sing, right? I'm not saying that she can't sing, but where's Yeba, the girl who was singing on Everybody Loves Her, white girl? She sounded like a Clark sister, an Alabaster Clark sister. Where was she at? Like, you can give us a mixture. What is up with this? Listen, it may be something that the old fan base loved. I'm saying I'm a newbie. Okay, I came here from Rachel and never left. We can mix it up. I'm not saying that you got to throw Jodeci up there, but somebody, Victoria Monet, she can pop lock it with the best of them. Let her pop lock and her bedazzle MC Hammer Pants and sing a little love song. That would be really good. It's also very young. It's also very hip. It's also, what the kids are listening to. Why not that? Shout out to Lauren Elena. She can sing. I'm just saying, another country singer for a Black couple. And y'all didn't even give us a Black country singer. I mean, I know Beyonce wouldn't come, but the Dixie Chicks, you know what I mean? We pretty much adopted them after they were thrown away from their community. Where were they? One day. So at the end of this, Charity, well, not the end. Well, while Lauren Elena is singing, Charity and Aaron kiss. And I'm like, oh, this is why I don't think he's going to be at the end. That kiss, well, I don't know what was going on. I feel like one of them should have opened their eyes so they could find the rhythm, but it was just, I don't know. I don't know. This couple makes sense on this show and outside of this show, but it's something that's just not quite right. It's not clicking because that kiss was off. Off. Let's move on to the first group date of this episode, Dodgeball. I love this. This was such a fun scene. Like the guys had a good time. Jesse had a blast. Jesse loved every moment of this game. You could tell that he was like back in like his football days. Jesse wanted to put on some speedos and get out there and knock some people unconscious. Speaking of knocking people unconscious, I don't know what the waiver was that those extras signed, but it was extremely frightening to watch those unsuspecting women take dodgeballs to the head and to the chest. There was one girl, she got hit with a dodgeball, and you could tell it hit her on her left boob, and she grabs her breast and dropped down to the ground. And I'm like, and we kept on filming. What did y'all sign that y'all were able to get beat up like this and probably walked away with a non-union $50 paycheck? Sad. Know your rights and know what you're worth. But this was a fun scene. The guys really had a good time. Charity had a good time. Jesse had a blast. You were able to see the guys' athleticism, and that's what it is, right? This is just a man candy scene. But even if it was like a man candy scene, it was still just fun. The guys really had a good time. You could see everybody's personalities. And oddly enough, I'm warming up to the wrestler cowboy from Florida because I felt like he was put on this show to be problematic, but I'm really liking him. I don't see any problematic stuff from him yet. Let me not say yet, but I feel like the way he was introduced to us, we were like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the one. Every time there's a black bachelorette or a black bachelor, there's a Jim Crow character, right? And I thought it was going to be him, but I don't see it. He seems pretty fun. All the guys really rose to the occasion. They all I saw a different side of them, and I saw a fun side, and it was good. It was really good to see. I like this scene a lot. But I mean, when the men were pulverizing the extras, those ladies were getting beat up, and nobody cared. Like Xavier threw one right to the lady's neck and he just kept on going. I'm like, we're not even going to stop to make sure she's conscious. All right, let's play ball. But it was a fun scene. It was a really, really fun scene. Okay. So after the guys play dodgeball, we start to see the dynamics, this 2-on-2 elimination date brewing with Adrian and Braden, right? All the guys are sick of Braden, but Adrian is making it his task to get him out. Although he's shown little interest in Charity, he's shown a lot of interest in making sure that Braden is no longer a part of the show. So we know what this is probably leading up to. Charity is either going to take both of them on a date and, cut them both or come back with one, or Braden is going to talk his way into an elimination next episode. We will see. But we know the personalities and we know how this is set up on every Bachelor or Bachelorette show. There's two people that don't get along. They both try to get each other out of the house. One person is saying this person is here for the cameras. Another person is saying, why aren't you just focusing on you? Why are you so focusing on me? And then, all the other guys start to come and tell Charity that these two are making the house uncomfortable. So Charity decides to take both of them on a date, and hopefully she leaves them both in the desert, right? That's what we're being set up to see. We don't really know how it's going to go, but we know that setup, and that is what's happening here. So those two, Adrian and Braden, this is Adrian. He looks like Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville. He doesn't quite yet have Martell's personality, but I'm seeing some similarities, but he has his head in airs. And this is Braden, Kevin Ferderline'S Tether, the one that Blue Moon is in love with because of this jawline. My God, Blue Moon, stand up, please. I do think that Braden was being annoying this episode, right? I do also feel like Adrian was doing the most about, the whole dodgeball MVP thing. I think that Braden was just talking because that's what he does, right? He just talks. I don't think that he was trying to come after Adrian's character, but Adrian's just like, oh, my team made me the MVP. Like, that's what it is. Like, he was just getting really serious. And I'm like, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. You're talking about a dodgeball game and you being the most valuable player of a dodgeball game. It's just not that deep. He was like really getting upset. And I'm like, are you serious? Maybe you're a bit too serious for this show, for this process, and for charity. Because it was too much. Like, Adrian was really getting upset. And I'm like, where is this going? Where's this? You're literally about to get into like a verbal sparring with Braden of all people over dodgeball. And y'all looking for a wife? Okay. Since we're talking about Adrian real quick, there's something that he said to Charity that bothered me, right? So Braden's team wins the game. The pink team win the game, and because Adrian was such a good player, he was from the green team. He was able to come on the date, and Adrian and Braden got into that little thing, right? But then Adrian has a moment to sit down with Charity, just have a quick, brief little one-on-one, and he is speaking to her, and he's saying, "Well, I'm a father. I have a child, and I made a lot of sacrifices." And I didn't want to come here and make the sacrifice if it wasn't important. When I saw you, I knew I had to come here. That's why I made the sacrifice to take time away from my child to come here and see you. And this is a sacrifice to me, not seeing my child as a sacrifice. And it felt like he was trying to guilt trip her. And I'm like, at the end of the day, this is a sacrifice that you made. Nobody is denying that. But you really didn't have to leave your child to come be on a reality TV show. Right? Like, this isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is the Bachelorette, right? And I'm not saying the charity isn't worth it, not saying the love isn't worth it, but you made that choice to leave your child to come and be a part of a game show to possibly find a wife and stepmom for your child. But the odds are that it probably won't happen, because if you watch the show, you know what the results are, right? So at the end of the day, that is the choice that you made. And yes, it is a sacrifice for you, but it is not something that I feel like you should keep on saying to Charity to make her feel some sort of way, or make her feel bad, or make her want to be more serious about you because you had a child that you left to come be on this reality TV show. I feel like you should just probably make better choices then. If this is going to be such an issue for you, maybe don't leave your child, right? And not make it somebody else's problem that you made that sacrifice. That is what you wanted to do. Nobody else has to take that seriously. Nobody else has to prioritize that, because it's not their life or their responsibility. You put your responsibility aside to come on TV. So please stop trying to, manipulate Charity's emotions with your child. And I feel like a lot of guys who come on the show who have kids do that all the time. Even Hot Dad. Y'all know I love me some Hot Dad. But I felt like there were moments where it was just like, I feel like you're using this opportunity to just milk a bit more from this situation, that you don't have to do so much because it's already a tragic situation. It's already, we've already fallen in love with you and your kid. I just felt like it was just a little bit of manipulation, specifically with the, what is her name? I forgot her name, but she was a gorgeous girl, gorgeous young Black girl who was really into him. And I felt like he manipulated her with his child to keep her along and, stay along for the process and be attracted to him. And then when who he wanted to actually come to Paradise Cave, he dropped her like a hot potato, right? And then tried to like backtrack online. And she was like, no, it is what it is. You played me. You weren't interested in me, but you basically use your child and your situation to make me feel bad for you and start to fall for you, because you did not want to go home because you knew who you wanted was coming down those steps. That's what it gives me a bit. And I feel like men who have children do that all the time on this show, if not the Bachelorette, absolutely on Paradise. And I'm just like, I don't see any other women doing that. There is no woman coming on here with a kid and it's just like, I made a sacrifice. I made a sacrifice. If anything, the women are just like, I just need to, I want to be around you a bit more because I have a child and that is very important to me. That relationship is very important to me. And the relationship that you build with my child is also very important. So I need to make sure that you are somebody safe to bring into my child's life. They never make the person that they are on the show pursuing feel bad that they have a kid that they're not there with. They never do that. The men always use that as a way. And I'm just like, Adrian, are you the sole caretaker of your child? If you are, go home. Go home. This is not where you're supposed to be, because if nobody else is taking care of your kid but you, why are you here? Then you start to look at then if that's the case, you look at it like, okay, you make poor decisions, right? So I'm hoping that there is a co-parenting situation that he has. But I just wanted to bring that up because he kept on saying it. And then Charity's like, oh, thank you for being here. Girl, stand up. Stand up. He made that choice. You didn't know him. You didn't know that man or his child. He made that choice to come here. That's not your problem. Unless you start to fall for him, then you got to take that into account. But right now, girl, call him loose. Let's get to the second group date. This is the one where the big thing is breaking Sean Lowe's kissing record. Real talk. Let's take a pin in this. This show is obsessed with Sean Lowe. Is he the most successful bachelor that they've ever had? Because he pops up like even if it's not him, it's like clips of him on like every Bachelor or Bachelorette season. And I'm like, what is this show's obsession with this guy? I've never watched this season. I will say from what I've seen of him, I'm not getting this likable character that everybody else is getting. It's something about him that is just not quite right for me. He hits me in my ancestors. I just can't get into him. But this show seems to love him. And I mean, listen, I haven't watched this season. So maybe if I watched it, I could understand, but I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Real, right-wing, evangelical drag queens can't read to my children kind of vibes from him. That's what I get. I could be wrong, but that's what I get from the things that I've seen from him outside of this show. I don't like it. Let's get into Gabby and Rachel showing up. Gabby is very blonde. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I like the black, not the black, but the deep brunette on her. I think I like that a bit more, but she's living her life like it's golden and having a good time. So good for her, but they are back. Rachel got like little to no camera time. I felt like Gabby did most of the talking, and I kind of felt like they were filmed on this episode the way that they were filmed on their season. I always felt like Rachel was just taking a step back because Gabby was such a bigger personality. And I don't think it was intentional. I think the show just did that. And I always would say, even when I was reviewing that season, I would just be like, you should just give Gabby her own season, because it just doesn't make any sense for Rachel to be here, especially when it looks like she's an afterthought. And that's how it was again. It was like, it was supposed to be all about Gabby and Rachel, but it was all about Gabby. And that's not shade. That's not, that Gabby is slighting her or anything. I think that's just how the show sets it up. And I'm just like, well, why drag Rachel along if Gabby was the star for you guys? It just feels really weird, Rachel's dynamic with this show. But they were back and they were helping. They were the celebrities of this episode, and they were, instructing how this kissing, record happened and how it was established, and that, there's going to be this contest, and the guys who get these questions right, one of them is going to come up and kiss Charity, and hopefully they can break Sean Lowe's record. So Joey actually wins the competition, and this is where we get into Aaron's kiss with Charity, because I watched Joey and Charity's kiss, and I absolutely was like, this is what Aaron should have gave her. Joey was giving it. Joey was giving it, grabbing her bundles, pulling her in. It was just very passionate, very like Charity was in it too. They broke the record. They went 1 minute and 20 seconds over what the record was. They didn't want to let go. Joey tried to go back in, even when Charity pushed back. Then she went back in, and Rachel and Gabby was just like, okay, it's a family show. Let's back it up. That was a kiss. That was a kiss. Aaron, take notes. Joey did it. Joey did it. I like them. I like them, but I'm still rooting for Charity and John. I just like how he is always so mesmerized by her and so happy to see her. Every time he talks to her, he is like giddy and his cheeks get red. I just love how he reacts to being in a room with her because no other man on this show acts that way. And I just love it. I just love it. I really like after, the kiss or whatever, Joey and Charity had a moment where they sat down and Joey was talking about how, I'm talking about him. Let me show you guys this picture if you don't know who I'm talking about. This is Joey from Philly, but he resides in Hawaii. So Joey and Charity were sitting down and he was saying, listen, I am a product of divorced parents, but I am not from a broken home. My parents are actually still really good friends. And I was actually raised in a lot of love because they were able to co-parent me in a healthy way. And they had a great relationship. And he was just like, my parents did not break up because they did not like each other or because there was infidelities or because there was any kind of issues. My parents broke up because my dad came out as gay. Okay. I was like, oh, I love the way, I'm not saying y'all know I love the Let God Be True quickly community. But I love that he was very open about it. Like he already got me when he was talking about, I'm not from a broken home. My parents are divorced, but that doesn't mean that I am, damaged in any kind of way. He already had me with that. But then he said, my dad came out, like my parents got together, they were in love or whatever, but then something changed. And my dad just realized he just wasn't living in his truth. So he came out and both of my parents were able to get over it and they're really good friends. And I come from a really great family. What I liked is that he just talked about it like this is life, like this is normal, right? It wasn't he was afraid or anything. It wasn't anything like that. It was giving, this is my life, this is who I am, this is normal. I want to let you know what you're getting into, because I feel like if Charity reacted any kind of way, Joey would have probably been like, well, this isn't for me, right? So I really liked how he was just very upfront and forward about his life. And I hope we get to meet his dad. I want to see this family dynamic. I love it. I want to see this modern family. I like Joey. I'm rooting for him, but you know who I want to be at the end with Charity. Really great story, Joey. That's how you bring in the viewers. Aaron, take notes. Black Aaron, take notes. Braden. So out of nowhere, all of a sudden, Braden is just like, I'm seeing things about Charity that I don't like. Ugh. It's episode 2. He feels some sort of way because Joey like kissed Charity and he was just like, oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like, a woman that I'm interested in. Like, I don't like her dating all these other guys. Here we go. Well, why come on this show? That's why he gives me plant, because I'm like, it's episode 2, right? Which means week 2, right? So you are already at the possessive stage. Now you're getting jealous because different guys are spending more time with your woman or kissing your woman. It's just like, this is week 2? Really? You already there with her? Week 2? We're not even finished through the week, but you're already here. Something don't seem right. It just seems so performative. It seems so put on. It just gives me camera hog. I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. I feel like he is a plant. You've been in this house for 2 hours and now you're ready to pack your bags and leave because you feel like Charity is not being honest with you. Really? Who are you to even take that stance? You had 1 kiss with her, two sit downs at a cocktail party, and not a one-on-one date. But you're already here where you're ready to pack your bags because you got the first impression rose. At this point, the first impression rose means nothing. The first impression rose means nothing. Before, it used to mean that this is probably going to be the person at the end. If you get the first impression rose now, it's like a kiss of death. It's like as soon as this person gets a first impression rose, they become extremely psychotic and problematic. And this is exactly what happened to Braden, because I'm like, how are you here where your bags are packed and you're ready to go because you don't feel like you can trust Charity? Do you know what this show is? She's supposed to date 50 guys. She's supposed to kiss all of these men. That is what she signed up for. She's like contractually obligated to at least bang two of y'all. Like, what are you talking about? What are you have you not watched the show? And you have, because you're trying to become the Bachelor. Please stop. He's annoying. He is very annoying. It is episode 2, and I'm already sick of you. First, it was the earrings. Now it's just your personality. I'm done. I am done. He has to go. If you are here on week 2, your them feather earrings are going to explode when it gets to fantasy suites. My God, today. Anyway, so Charity doesn't want to have a cocktail party at this point. She just wants to have a barbecue. And because of that, she comes over, she's hanging out with the guys. She sits down with the CIA, also known as Dalton. Y'all saying this Dartoon. Charity said, "Hey, Dalton." She's like, "Hey, Dalton." He was like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" So they sit down, and I will say, Mr. CIA had a really nice moment with Charity. I will give him that. When he showed her his it said student alien, but I think it's the card that immigrants are given when they come to America and I guess go to school. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but he showed her this is his identification or whatever. And then this was really sweet. I do not like Mr. CIA, but when he told her his full name, he said Dartoon. And Charity was like, "Oh my God, Dalton." I'm like, "Girl, you heard him say his name." He didn't correct her though. He did not correct her. And they just had like a really, really sweet moment. And she was really excited that he shared that part of himself with her. And I thought it was sweet. I still don't think he's for Charity. Get that off of our show. Anyway, I did think that it was a cute moment. So then Braden sits down with Charity, and like before they even like are really able to sit down and get comfortable, he just starts going in on her and about how he like feels uncomfortable about this process. And I'm feeling like this man is insulting Charity, is insulting her intelligence, is insulting her wisdom and discernment, and the fact that she is a grown woman that can make, the proper decisions for herself. I feel like Braden is assaulting her this whole time. And she looks at him and just starts apologizing. And I'm like, what are you apologizing for? You didn't do anything wrong. Why are you apologizing to him? And I'm just like, girl, I hope he's a producer plant. And I really hope that this is not somebody who you can really see yourself with, because he's a manipulator. Dare I say manipulatively abusive? If that's a saying. It's like, I just do not like how he like victimizes himself with her. And all of a sudden she feels the need to protect him and to coddle him. I don't like it. I did not like this conversation. I did not like how caught off guard Charity was. And I did not like the fact that she was feeling bad because of what he was saying. And instead of him like comforting her, he was like, "I'm glad you heard me." And he does this thing that non-black men do who have like black besties or have dated black women, and it's like, "Oh girl, what you look nice, girl," like trying to do this voice, and it's like, it's very unattractive. Charity, I'm so disappointed. Stand up. Oh, you look good, girl. What is that voice? Take out them earrings. He's annoying. Blue Moon, you deserve better. You deserve better, Blue Moon. I can't. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Why are you talking like a 52-year-old black auntie? It's weird. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Anyway, normally I can't stand a snitch, right? But I was glad that Aiden has now made it his mission to get Braden up and out of here, right? Because Adrian, Braden blinks and Adrian runs back to Charity and was just like, girl, he was back there blinking. Right? He tells her everything that Braden does, and I like it, right? Because Braden is just too comfortable, too cocky. He runs back and tells Charity everything that Braden was saying. Now Charity is getting her head or whatever, and I'm like, girl, I don't care anymore. Normally I don't like when the guys do this, but whatever it takes to get Braden out of that house, I am here for it. So we get to the rose ceremony. Of course, Charity calls Braden. I hope he's a producer plant. Anyway, Charity looked very stunning. I loved her dress. I did not like a lot of her decisions because I felt like Spencer deserved a bit more airtime for us to get to know him. Because what the show has been putting out about him from what we have seen, I just feel like I wanted to get his full story, right? I wanted to get his full story. I will say now thinking about it, Spencer is also somebody who has a child who I do not feel tried to make Charity feel some kind of way, like, or make Charity feel responsible for him being here. That's what I was getting from Adrian. I felt like Adrian was saying, like, had it not been for you, I would be with my child. And I just did not like how he was approaching the conversation about his child with Charity. Spencer took another approach, and I really like that very soft and open and welcoming approach. I wish we had more time with him, but I think he's going to go to paradise, and I hope that the producers are a bit more careful with how he is portrayed on that show, if he is, dealing with something a little different or a little extra. Right? If that is the case, I will want the show to handle that better and allow him to be able to speak his piece. Or maybe we'll get it at the Men Tell All. Who knows? But Spencer went home. The mature guy, the one that everybody was just like 28, where? He went home. One of the Calebs, was it Asian Caleb? It was Asian Caleb. I told you, Caleb, it was that hair. The Calebs have terrible hair, and I feel like all the Calebs are going to go. I was relieved that at least one Caleb went, so now I could just say Caleb. I don't got to break them up by race. So I'm glad about that, but I feel like the other Caleb is going to go as well. Caleb with the locks is going to go as well. But yeah, that's who was eliminated. We have Braden still in the fray, Adrian still in the fray. It's only going to get worse. I feel like either Adrian or Braden is going home next episode, the way that trailer looked, but who knows? Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this episode. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Excuse me. Wow. Ashley said, those feather earrings lose me with him every time. It's the feather earrings and the faux Clark Kent glasses. Like, those aren't prescription. Like, he dresses like, Braden dresses like that one white football player at an HBCU who goes out to like college parties, but in 2001, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you would have seen this guy up in like the clubs back in 2001, maybe, at a Clark Atlanta party. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's what you would have seen then. He's having like this identity crisis, and maybe it's because he's Gen Z, and it seems like a lot of Gen Z people are a lot of the Gen Z kids are obsessed with like 2000s culture. Like that Pink Pantheress lady, she's really obsessed with like dressing like a Raw store manager from like 2002. Like that is like their throwbacks. That's their 70s. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like cosplaying, a white Alabama football player who went to a HBCU in 2001. Maybe that's what it is, because all of the things that he is wearing is something that you saw on a guy like that 20 years ago, but he's doing it today. The scarf, the faux glass, like the non-prescription glasses, the earrings, the cubic zirconia, like the vest. You know what I mean? The faux Tims, like all of that. The skinny jeans with big pockets. I feel like we're going to see him in cargo shorts sometime soon. Like he really loves cosplaying like he was born in the late 80s, early 90s. It's weird. It's very weird. But it's Braden. It's Blue Moon's man. Hey Spency, how are you? Yeah, I like John. I like him. I really, really do. Ryan said Joey and Xavier for the final two. Guys, I feel like what I see in Xavier, you are going to see. Y'all don't see. I feel like y'all are blinded because he's fine. Y'all don't. I see something in Xavier. I see something in Zay Zay. I see something in Zay Zay. Donna said, I feel like he's there for his wild look. So he's memorable, but he ain't it. If you're talking about Braden, I get it. Because, like, why would you wear those feather earrings in 2023? Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? That is the fashion choice that you are choosing. I'm shocked that he doesn't meditate. He looks like it. He looks like the end of his life, he's going to be some kind of yogi. Nasby said, I haven't finished episode 2 yet. I started it when I saw Nikki was going to do this live. It's good. It's a good episode too. I like the season so far. I really feel like the drama is picking up. And although I cannot stand Braden, he's making it interesting. That's why he was probably cast, because he would be an interesting character. Miss Brown Sugar said, I don't think Braden is bad looking, just annoying. I did wonder if he was part native based on some of his features. Is it the features or is it the attire? Right? He's pulling from all places. Pulling from all places. Hey, Abra said, I like several of the men as people on this season. Yeah, I think the casting is really good. I think the casting is really, really good this season. I really, really do. Hey, Swan Hill. Swan Hill said, apparently Braden is a veteran at 24 LOL. And he's trying to express himself now since the military is so strict. That makes sense. Now, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. He's going to clean up in paradise. I'm telling you, all of the black girls with bad weaves are going to flock to Braden. It's just, it's going to be embarrassing to watch. It's going to be embarrassing to watch. Really? Is that true? I can see it though. Like, he has a model look. I'm just not fawning over him like everybody else is. I'm like, okay, he looks just very regular to me, but I can see him being a model. I can see him absolutely being a model. You think the CIA is going to clean up in paradise? I think Xavier is going to clean up in paradise. Let's look at the guys. Who do I think is going to clean up in paradise? Xavier, absolutely. Chris, you know who Chris is. Chris is Taj Mowry's Tether. I don't know if I still have his picture. Yeah, I don't have his picture anymore. But I think he's going to clean up in paradise. The cowboy wrestler, he's absolutely going to clean up in paradise. Of course, Braden is going to clean up. Yes, Taj Mowry's Tether, he's going to clean up in paradise. The white woman of Bachelor Nation, love a biracial, especially one that gives like a kind of Bert-esque, appeal, like very with the hair. They love that. They love that. I think he's absolutely going to clean up in paradise. Who else? Who else is going to clean up in paradise? Oh, John Henry. I don't know. I don't think I have his picture, but I think he's going to clean up. John Henry, Michael, the brother with the dimples. I think he got eliminated. He's going to clean up. And I think that's it. Now, that is if all of these guys from this season are called to paradise. But I honestly think a lot of the women that are called back for paradise are going to be like, is the man from Charity season going to be on the show? Because she got a good batch. Charity got a really good batch of guys. So I think a lot of girls are going to be like, we're only coming if Charity season is going to be there. If you're giving us 1 or 2 guys, absolutely not. You're going to have to give us her whole cast. Ryan said, yeah, Adrian was playing White Knight, but that role almost always needs to be fulfilled for drama. He's playing the role well. He is. He really is. Like, he knows he's not going to go far with Charity. Like, they have no chemistry. It's not going to happen. So good for him. Good for him. Nas B said, Bachelor fan take and his sleuthing has me excited for the speculated top 4. Love this for my girl Charity, and also love that some seemingly deserving Black men are apparently going to make it far. Now, what I get from Charity is that I do not think that the Black men who probably will make it to top 4 are there because she feels like that's what she needs to do as a Black woman. I think Charity dates Black men. I do. But I think they're like errands, very Jack and Jill, very Ivy League, very and not like all Ivy League Black people are the same, but Jack and Jill Ivy League kind of guy, military kind of guy, a Silas, you know what I mean? I see her dating these guys. So it doesn't if the top 4 is all Black, it wouldn't make sense to me because I think that this is her reality. Hey, Christina, how are you? I'm enjoying this season too. Enjoying this season too. Hey, Ren, love you too. Thank you for being here. Christina also said, John has the Bachelor slot locked down. Braden can sit down and head on over to Paradise. He's absolutely going to Paradise, but I feel like he's auditioning to be the Bachelor. He's just starting too soon. Ren says, someone also said that Braden is giving Caucasian Lenny Kravitz, and now I can't unsee it. It's the scarf. It's the scarf. Tracy said, Star family, please like, comment, subscribe, and share because you care, and hit that notification. Thank you, Tracy. BB said, hey, Nikki, working out while watching. I know that's right. We getting snatched all 2023. Abra said, I have been done with Aaron since night 1, even more so night 2. I think that he makes sense for Charity. I just feel like on a reality TV show, his personality is just not going to be the thing that pulls him through to the end. He got to step it up. He has to step it up. It's a TV show, bruh. Nas B said, I'm seeing several of them as great for Bachelor in Paradise already, though, including some of them that I'm rooting for. John would do great at Bachelor in Paradise. I think at least he would if I was there. Yeah, I hope she picks John. I don't want him to go to Paradise. Because I feel like if John goes to Paradise, we're going to see a side of John we don't want to see, right? I feel like John is going to get a lot of attention, and I don't think he's going to handle it properly. And I think some women are going to get played, and John is going to end up looking like the villain, and I don't want that for him. Charity, just pick him so he don't have to go to Paradise. Please. Please. Oh, that got me. I cannot stand that CIA guy, but that got me. That was so sweet. I was like, oh, it was so sweet. Hey, Tippy Simone, what's up? Hey, Toya Star, what's up? Thank you for being here. Dinar said John is the moment. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. If Charity doesn't pick him, that's my Bachelor. That's my Bachelor. If she doesn't pick him, that's my Bachelor. You're going to make me watch the Bachelor fan take. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers, at least for this season. Like, when I like the Bachelor or Bachelorette, I don't do spoilers. So I like Charity. I don't want to be spoiled. So I'm going to wait. I want to go week by week. Hey, Stacey. Stacey said, hey, I'm not going to lie. I think I checked out with this girl once you mentioned the bonnet thing the other day. Oh, no, check back in. I like her as a Bachelorette. I think she's given us a good season, but I'm not shocked that she said that because here's the thing, guys. They picked her for a reason. Right? If they're going to pick a Black lead for the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, it's going to be a respectability politic Black. They're not picking a revolutionary. Anybody who slightly resembles Asada Shakur in looks and personality is not going to be the Bachelorette. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I get it. I get your hesitation. He tried to clean it up, but I got what he was saying. But that's the thing. He's such an odd bird. I like him. I like Spencer. Oh, we were you here when we talked about that, Miss Brown Sugar? I was reading Durtoon's bio, and in his bio, he said his dream is to become the head of the CIA. It was so weird to me. That threw me for a loop. He lost me right then and there. He lost me right then and there. He can't get me back from that. Absolutely not. I'm like, why is that your dream? But Cherry loved herself a military man, so that might be something that gets all excited. Um, yeah, I'm telling you, this is good casting. Aside from the CIA, this is good casting. This is she got a good bunch. Nasby said, I love that her men's be tall. My girl deserves. She wants to crane that neck when she's facing her boo. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yep. And Nasby also said tall men with some sense, good schooling, and actual jobs. Like, not only do they have these jobs, we have footage of them working these jobs. Charity got a good batch. Production came through for my girl as they should. They really did. They really, really did. She does. The best looking cast we've ever seen on for a Bachelorette. The best in my time of watching this show. We Girl said Aaron is comfort to her because of the similar background, but they are boring together. Yeah, that's what it is. They're very familiar. They're just boring. And I'm hoping that Aaron, Black Aaron, is just nervous. But he got to pick it up. He has to pick it up. Yeah, she does, Ryan. She needs somebody to bring the extrovert out of her, which is why I think she's just so attracted to Joey. Joey is fun. Joey is out there. Not sure if he's a match, probably because I'm rooting for John, but I do like them. Caitlin said when White Aaron brought up Yosef has a daughter at home joke. Listen, Claire's season was short, but I loved it. She was not playing with the men. I loved it. Donna said, I do appreciate that the majority of our men have real jobs. Ain't that something? The bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. We're like, they have real jobs. Yay, it's a win. They're all not actors. I feel like the only actor that's in this cast is probably Braden and the cowboy. I think everybody else, real jobs. Real jobs. Nasby said, yep, I agree. Charity and Aaron B, where the B stands for Black, LOL. I heard somewhere that he's friends with Aaron Clancy from Katie's season. Who's Aaron Clancy? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can see it. I can see it. I can absolutely see them being friends. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. AJ said, I want Aaron's ex to step up to the mic, please. Because I know she's got things to say. It was just very weird. It was just very weird. I'm just like, so in that entire relationship, you were perfect. And not only were you perfect, you were getting better. You were becoming more of a perfect human being. And your ex took advantage of that. That don't seem right. That don't, especially from a man, that's not how you operate. That don't make sense. Hey, Q Love, how are you? Happy to see you too. Thank you for being here. Nas B said Aaron B's story is giving safe. Yes. As close to cookie cutter as can be. Could be because he left stuff out because the show edited stuff out. True. That could be it as well. That could be it as well. Shanae said country singer on The Bachelor. How groundbreaking. Yeah, Amber Riley. Amber Riley would have been good. I just was like, I don't think that anybody watching the show saw these two Black people and expected a country singer to be there. I have to reach out to the new people who are watching The Bachelorette because, Charity, because I feel like they're having the same experience that I had. I remember when I was watching Rachel's season and how I was like shocked by everything. And you guys were like, oh no, girl, this is the show. You're like, oh no, this is how it is. No, this isn't weird. This is normal. This is the formula for the show. Now I'm like, I've been here for a minute, so I know the formula. I would love to, just watch new people who are coming to the show, new people who are coming to the show because of charity. I just would love to, witness their experience, because I know I was just like, this is weird. And y'all was like, no, this is the Bachelorette. This is how it goes. That's how it goes. Oh, I love Brittany Spencer-Ren. And I can, you know what? And I can see Charity probably asking for that. Maybe Brittany is booked. Maybe Brittany is booked. Yeah, Tori Kelly. They would have ate her up too. They would have ate her up. Miss Brown Sugar said, to be honest, I'm sick of hearing about people's sob story over their way too long relationships at 21, 23, 25. Duh, y'all were young and stupid. Yeah, I wish somebody would say that, but they never are, because it's supposed to make sense that these people want to be booed up at 19. Mama Star said Fantasia is a good singer and she won American Idol. Mom, she's on her way to win an Oscar. No way this show could afford her. No way. It would have been great. It would have been great. I just do not know what's going on there. Oh my goodness. Megan said Josh Stone. Let me check on her. I haven't checked on Josh Stone in ages. Oh, look at her. Look at Josh Stone. I wish she had the right team. She could have been big. She could have been Taylor Swift. She could have been Taylor Swift. Oh, of course, she has black children. Of course. Of course, the kids are black. No, that's right, Josh. We wasn't expecting anything else, sis. I'm sorry, I'm on her Instagram. Y'all made me go down a rabbit hole. I miss Josh. OMG. Oh, I love her. I love her. Yeah, where was she at? She would have been great. She would have been great. She does. I saw one of her sets, her country music sets. Oh, she kills it. But this is the thing. There are a lot of black country stars out there that just don't get play. And I've been discovering them. I've been discovering a lot of them through TikTok. Black country is it. Well, black country is the original country, if we're being real. Nasby said Dixie Chicks may have damn well boycotted this show. True. After hearing about the issues with the franchise. True and very true. It was just a lot going on with that kiss. She had a way better kiss with Joey. A way better kiss. It was rhythmless. It was boneless. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. They kept on beating those ladies up with those balls, and like nobody was fazed. That's the crazy thing. The men were pulverizing them, and none of the guys were like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me." They were just hitting them in the head and then just going back to the game. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that lady is on the ground. Is anybody going to check on her? Where's a medic? Where's a medic?" OMG. Oh, I don't know. I've never heard about Chapel Heart Donna. Let's look them up. Oh, I did see them. I can't remember any of their music, but this is another group that I saw on TikTok. See? TikTok, they be helping you discover some new music. They were coming in hot. The way that one lady hit the ground, she grabbed her boob and shot down to the ground. Oh my goodness. Ashley said the wrestler cowboy is down for the brown. Oh, wow. Very 1960s of you. Did you see how he looked at Charity at the rose ceremony? I'm still on the fence about him, but I like him. I like as you describe him, Saffron Country Caleb. I like him. He seemed very fun. Hey, Shanty. Shanty said, hey, Nikki, happy to see your beautiful face. I don't watch The Bachelor, but I'm here for you. You're my friend in my head. I know that's right. Hey, bestie. SBS 183 said, I'm gonna need Adrian to not friend zone himself, worrying about Braden so much. Charity is going to start looking for Adrian to be the house snitch and not a love interest. Well, see, that's the thing. I think that Adrian knows there's no chemistry and he probably will not get the girl. So he's made this his character identity, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Hey, Naya. Naya said Kevin Federline Tether looks like Lord for it's the jaw. Yes. He just needs a sickening bob and bang. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Braden had a low cut, a buzz cut, I might be able to see it. I might be able to see it. If he goes to Paradise in a buzz cut, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Tell you that right now. It's a wrap. We girl said Adrian tries to act like he's so mature and better than everyone else. Seems like a stick in the mud. He's far too serious. He's far too serious for this show. Far too serious. Oh, okay. He's just not showing it. Don't want to judge a book by its cover, but sometimes that's the only thing you read. OMG. BB girl said, man, these fathers be leaving them kids. Okay. Child, he got out there with the quickness. Miss Brown Sugar said, see also, stop talking about all your sacrifices. Ain't nobody make you come here. Yep. Especially when he sounds like he decided to do the show before knowing it was Charity. Like, listen, that's not Charity's fault that you came here and you left your child. That's on you. That's on you. And the way you talk about this child, I hope that the visits are that you're on time, early, even. And I hope the child support is hitting. All that you're talking about. I know the baby mom probably watched that show like, please, boy, stop lying. You ain't seen her in 4 years. I'm joking. Smitty said, I bet you that child doesn't even know him. Okay. Men who are not good dads make wild decisions and love to pretend that they are doing it for their kids. See, Adrian, I hope you don't get exposed. I hope what you're telling us is accurate. Hey, Claire. Claire said Adrian had a mixed daughter with a white lady just last year. Wait, his baby is an actual baby? I thought he was talking about like a 7-year-old. Wait, this is a newborn? No way. No way. No way. He absolutely should not be here if his kid is not even 1. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The baby is a little over 1. Adrian, go home. Adrian, go home. I thought he was talking about a 7-year-old. Is the baby even speaking at this age? Men, I made all these sacrifices. How are you even thinking about leaving? This is a reality TV show that you are not trying. You're not hawking a business or anything. What are you trying to get? I got to go to his page. I have got to go to his page. The baby just turned 1. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Darn it. I can't find. Can somebody send me his Instagram? Hold on. Is this it? Wait, I think I found it. I found it. No, this. Oh, wait. Who is this? Who is this? No, I found this guy as an Afro Latino. Can y'all send me if y'all know his Instagram? Please send it to me. I thought he was talking about a 7-year-old. Oh my goodness. I thought the baby was coherent. This is the actual baby? Ciao. Men. Miss Brown Sugar said, you and I are on the same page, SB S123, not just a kid, an actual baby. And you made the choice to step away for up to 4 months. Basura, just turned 1. Just turned 1, Ryan. Absolutely. There's no way. There's no way they done. No way. OMG. OMG. Me too. I want to miss Spencer. I liked him. I wanted him to have more airtime, especially since people were getting, like, I believe, the wrong perception of him. Christina said the show is obsessed with Sean Lowe. He's the only bachelor who married his final pick. Oh, is that why? Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, he's the longest standing bachelor who is still with his chosen. Okay. I get it. Okay. That's why they talk about him so much. Okay, that makes sense. Miss Brown Sugar said he's the only successful bachelor in the strictest terms. The only bachelor to marry his final rose pick. He doesn't do it for me, though, at all. Yeah, he hits me and my ancestors. I don't. Yeah, Joey is a charmer. That was a cute kiss. That he did. I think he misspoke, though, but I like him. AJ said Joey and Charity were so into that kiss that they didn't even hear Gabby and Rachel telling them to stop. Yeah, there's something there. There's something there. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy said, Star family, please like the video. It helps the channel grow. We're looking to get to 175K by winter. It's the summer. We can do it. We got rid of renter. All things are possible. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you so much, Tracy. Oh, yeah, Joey from Philly. Joey from Philly. I love Joey. He said Philly, but you know everybody say Philly. And it'd be Ben Salem. OMG. Me too. I think that's what it is, Miss Brown Sugar. Joey was very matter of fact, like, this is my life. It wasn't feel bad for me or anything like that. I'm not broken. There's nothing wrong with me. My dad and my family, we're normal. We are a family. I like that. I really did like that. He does. He has a great story. It's good for television. He's handsome. Charity's attracted to him. He's fun. He is fun. Braden is absolutely a spoiled brat wee girl. Absolutely. And he's very entitled and controlling. I don't know that's how he is in his personal life, but on this show, the way he's treating Charity, that is how you come off Braden. It's not likable. It's not likable. Yes. I need answers from her. No, you don't. She's a bachelorette. But this happens, guys. This happens. Every bachelorette season, the men start to run the bachelorette. Then it just becomes the bachelor, all these bachelors and this bachelorette trying to get them to like her. I hated, what was her name? What was the other black girl? I don't forgot. Tay. I hated her season. The way she chased after them men. The way that last dude had her crying and feeling bad about herself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hey, Tanya. Tanya said, as usual, late but here. Thank you, Nikki, for this live. I love me some batch chat. You are right on time. Thank you for being here. Blue Jay said he is possessive because of camera time or because he genuinely likes her, because it seems kind of hard to fall deep and vulnerable in front of camera for me. So to be there is very interesting. It is. It's something not right. It's something not right. BB Girl said, my Nigerian brother D said citizenship. No, I think he's first gen, right? I think Mr. CIA is a citizen. I will say, and I'm piggybacking off of what Spenty said. Spenty said, not her saying, talking about Charity, his name wrong. Mama, the mama is going to correct her. I will say, I don't think he's going to go that far, but it would have been cool to like meet his family and just to see them all interacting. That would have been fun, but I don't think he's going to make it all the way. Me too, Ashley. I was like, did you hear what he said? I don't think she heard what he said because she was so busy trying to coddle him and to make him feel safe because he made her feel like she did something wrong. I don't like that. I do not like that. Me, yeah, I'm telling you, the more she gets comfortable in Osby, that accent comes out. That accent comes out. I love it. It's cute. It's cute. Christina said Charity was gracious. He accepted her rose. Girl, get real. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this guy has her in a tizzy like this. I'm so glad that he does not have a buzz cut because I think she would just be blinded like Claire was. Abra said, in that sit down, Braden told her he questions her character. And it's like she wasn't listening to him. I think it's because she was already in her mind just apologizing. I think he made her feel bad and she just wanted to right her wrong. Girl, you ain't do nothing wrong. You did not do anything wrong. Blue Jay said, I wonder if Cherry, is embarrassed to walk it back because she said his name wrong so many times. Plus, I can feel for CIA because he's so used to it. I think that's it too. I think he's just like, he's used to people butchering his name, so he just doesn't correct. But I think he could have did it the best way. I think, when she said his name wrong, he could have corrected her. He should have been like, oh no, this is actually how you pronounce my name. And, give her the pronunciation and give her his full name and just say to her, the reason why I wanted you to have the full pronunciation and to give you the correct pronunciations, because when you say it back, when it becomes your last name, I will want you to be able to, say it with confidence. She would have lost it. She would have lost it. There's a way to correct, but still keeping the girl interested. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Cherry would have been like, oh, you think it's going to be my last name? Oh, absolutely. I know her brother is watching the show with her, just roasting her. Hey, Nora. Nora said, I don't know why Charity keeps giving Braden so many chances, so many red flags. I think it's either he's a producer plant or that's the kind of guy that she's used to dating. There are so many Black women that are stuck in the trenches with those those Black adjacent non-Black men. It's so very weird, the passes that Black women give them. And they're just allowed to just be awful. And if we weren't like attracted to them, they would not be able to say half the things that they say. But when Black women, y'all be liking that mess. Like that stuff was cute in high school when you ain't know no better. Your brain is fully developed. Why are you letting your man talk to you in a Black accent? A faux Black accent, because it's always one accent. And it's just like, hi, Black Americans. We are all over America. America is huge. Right? City to city, neighborhood to neighborhood, state to state, we all sound extremely different. We all will have a Southern drawl, right? Because that's where a lot of us started. But we all sound extremely different. But it's like one accent that non-Black people choose and they just run with it. And it's like this accent is a mixture of all of our accents. And it's just so weird hearing them say certain things because they'll say water and then they'll say girl. And it's like, what are you doing? Because you water is feel like regional in the tri-state area, right? But then you got this girl thing that's like Atlanta, that's Texas, that's Florida. Like you're mixing up all of these places and you sound ridiculous. But Black people will still date you. When will my people be free? Eva said production probably is making her keep braiding around a little longer for the drama. Yeah, and I get it. If I was a producer, I would say do the same thing. Why? Because he's the only one really bringing conflict. Nobody else is. So I was like, keep him around. That would be my pick. Absolutely. I don't like him for charity, but that would be my pick too if I was a producer. Absolutely. Absolutely. We've all seen it. It's absolutely given Travis Kelce. Absolutely. Hey Susan. Susan said, I heard Braden say he was in the military and restricted what he could wear. So now he's expressing himself. And that totally makes sense. That's what we're going to call it from now on. Channing Tatum core. I love it. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. Miss Brown Sugar, I hear you. I don't want her to mix it up. Why? Because they mixed it up one time and it looked a mess. We can keep the Barbie hair. I want the Barbie hair because in one scene they pulled it up and you could tell they really did not know what to do because the hair was everywhere. Keep the Barbie hair. She eats that look up. Keep the Barbie hair. Oh yes, Carmen, it's a TV show. It's a TV show. At the end of the day, the producers are not looking for these people to find love and happiness. It's a TV show. They have to make a show so interesting that advertisers want to pay $1 million+ for their commercial to play in between the episode. So it's nothing about like wanting these people to have a happy ending. It's wanting to have an interesting show that people will watch and advertisers will buy commercial time. That's it. Channing Tatum core. I loved it. Yeah, I felt like if he had a different personality, right? We could all digest the accent, the mannerisms, the earrings, the faux prescription glasses, the scarf, the boots. Like we could overlook a lot of things if he didn't have a terrible personality. If he didn't have a terrible personality, we could overlook it. Well, only white Caleb is left. Black Caleb went too. Y'all got it. It's the hair. It's the hair. She was not feeling neither one of y'all hair. She just wasn't feeling it. She wasn't feeling it. Thank you, Tracy. Please follow your girl on TIK TOK. Trying to get to at least 1,000 followers over there so I could do some lives over there as well. Hit your girl up, please. John is the best. I just love how he reacts when he sees her. I love it. I love it. You think Joey's going to win this? I don't know. He might be the final two. He might be. I just got the AJ's comment. Elena, thank you so much for the super chat. Elena said, hey, Star fam, I find Adrian so annoying. I feel like Braden needs to go home, but Adrian has made every one-on-one with Charity about Braden. Absolutely. If he's here for charity, he should focus on charity. He's not. He's not. First of all, Adrian should not be here. Adrian should not be here. He has a child that does not even have teeth yet. Why are you on this show? Oh my gosh. You thought this was the smart thing to do? Okay. Okay. Very weird. Very weird. Yeah, I've always liked Joey, but he made it to the top. He made it to the top this episode. Ryan said, how long do you think she'll last with her picks? If she's smart, a year. A year, end it, sell the story to People Magazine, have them break the story, because they also are going to document your love story, have them break the ending of your relationship. And by that time, hopefully she's signed with a great agency, a great PR team, has a great manager, and has an awesome lawyer. So mother could take on all these freaking brand deals And if I was her, I would be getting myself an acting coach because I would, want to at least get into the room to audition for Barbie Part 2. As Christy, I will put myself in the running for Christy because she is a Barbie now. She is Christy. All she needs is some green contacts. Why, since we're here, why the hell did Christy have green eyes? That was the weirdest thing. I thought she looked so weird with green eyes. Christy should have had like deep brown eyes or just like, deep dark brown eyes, like, 90% of the Black community, right? It was just weird that Christy had those bright green eyes. Such a scary look, and that pink lipstick. She's evolved since then. But back to what I'm talking about. If I was Charity, I would be telling my team, I want to get in that room. I want to get in that room. I feel like Charity has I feel like she has it in her, and she has the moment right now, the time right now to soar. She has the time to soar. And also with all of these strikes going on, she's not in any kind of union, no shade, but this would be an opportunity for somebody like her to take advantage of everything because actors are just not going to be going to stuff, promoting stuff. You have an opportunity to really make yourself, make a name for yourself outside of the Bachelorette. If you're smart, if you want to do it, you got it. She has it. Hey, Camille. Camille said, for some reason, I feel like there is something a little off with Aaron. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm sensing a little inauthenticity. I agree. And I did not sense it until he told that story about his ex. I don't think that's the full story. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany said the bond thing is not a big deal for me. Like, she doesn't like when people wear nightgowns in public. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I think it would not have been such a big deal if it wasn't around a conversation that constantly is that's constantly happening and that's constantly used as an argument to attack and demean Black women from the inner city or from the poor and working class. It's just punching down, and it's like, for what? What do you get out of tearing down women who are already from a marginalized community, who are already from a marginalized class? You get nothing. You just look bad. You look like a bully going after people like that. But I think that it didn't. That's why it hit That's why it hit the way it hit, or was received the way it was received, because of what's happening, the conversations that are happening right now. K. Pratt said, not our Jortoon. He does give kind of Kwame vibes. Well, see, this is the thing. I did a full 180 on Kwame. I actually love him outside of the show, outside of Love is Blind. I think he's a fun guy. Just a much better character than what I saw on the show. Jortoon lost me with the CIA, and he's just never going to get me back. And that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Drewski. Drewski said, I still don't watch this show, but the last live of this turned into a flurry of breaking news. So I'm here for the vibes and hope lightning strikes twice. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Susan said Lauren Elena was an American Idol runner-up, but she has a good career in country music. Listen, the girl can sing. I was just like, we just cannot have all these country singers on the show with the Black lead. Let's do better. Let's do better. What's up, Goofy Gangster? Goofy Gangster said, I was thinking Charity would want to be with someone older. Looks like our final two are her age. I feel like everybody here is her age, right? I think these guys just look very mature, but they're not. Hey, Jessica. Jessica said, I saw a TikTok the other day with a girl saying, let's watch my ex spew lies for a whole hour, but never said who. Child, let me get over the messy talk. Yes. And I feel like The Bachelor may have a similar budget to Love Island, so I don't understand why they can't get big stars, because that was a big deal when Neo popped up on Love Island. That was a big deal. AJ said that man is obviously struggling for money. Call him up to perform. See, this is the thing. One thing about Neo, the pen is crazy. He's another candy. That man, he not broke. That's for sure. Annoying. Probably. Broke. Nope. Um, Oh my God, I've been following Josh Jones since she was a kid. It was such a big deal. It was such a big deal back in the day that this white Australian woman was singing like, somebody who was trained by Aretha Franklin. And she was like 13. Her and JoJo, it was such a big deal when they came out. They just had terrible representation because those girls, they could have soared. They could have soared. Mickey Gunton, yes. Drewski, yes. I was just listening to her song on one of my walks and I was crying. Her Black Like Me song. Ah, tears, tears, tears. Hey, JL, missed you. Hey, AC. AC said, "Hey, Nikki, late joining. Did we talk about Braden's ridiculous earrings every episode? Every episode. Terrible fashion sense, but glad that he's expressing himself. They get bigger and bigger each episode. I'm waiting for Braden to show up in some hoops. Like, and I'm not talking about the hoops he has. I'm talking about these. I'm waiting for him to show up in some door knockers. I'm waiting. I am waiting." Tyra said, "Adrian's baby just turned a year old when they started filming. A bit too young to be leaving your child, in my opinion." I have the same opinion. Why are you on this show? Why are you on this show with a baby? Hold on. Tracy sent it. Tracy, you always on it. She sent me this man. What? Why the hell are you here looking for a wife? What is going on? Sir, sir. This is not a smart choice. This was not a smart choice. Um, oh, wait. I got some super chats. I think I got another super chat. I did. Tyra, thank you for the super chat. Tyra said, "I sent you Adrian's Instagram. Love the hair, by the way. Thank you so much. This is, y'all know what it is. When it looks like this, it's time to wash it." And I am just elongating the process. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tyra. Um, Blue Jay said, "With this writer strike, do you think it's done to follow a path of becoming a writer director? Because I do want to enter those fields." I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. This is probably a bad time to pursue that. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying, if I were you, I would get my stuff ready. I would build up my resume, right? Um, this is also probably a good time for you to get in rooms because uh studios are going to be desperate. However, if you get into those rooms, I would get into those rooms under a name that I do not plan on using ever again. Here is why. You are going to be considered a scab by the writers union, and it's just, you're going to make a lot of enemies, right? So I will probably not take any kind of paying job. I would maybe take a little internship or something like that, but I would not take a paying job right now during the writer's strike, because you're just going to make a lot of enemies for yourself in this industry, and the industry is small. I would do what I can locally, do what I can for free, and just build a resume and build a network, because this industry will absolutely, the strike will end. It will be a totally different industry, and you will have to navigate that new industry. I wouldn't get into the industry now during a strike because it's just so uncertain. I will wait to see what I'm getting into, because it's just going to be totally different. Prayerfully, it'll be for the better, but I just would not do anything right now paying. I would intern. I would pro bono work, you know what I mean? I just would not take any financial stuff. But this would be the time to build your resume and build your network, because the strike will soon end, hopefully in the fall at the latest. But this would not be the best time to try to start going into studios and things like that, because you will find work, but you'll make it very difficult for yourself within the new industry in the long haul. So I don't think it's dumb to follow this path. I just think it's it's a weird time. It's really difficult to navigate. But if it's your passion, if it's your dream, you're never going to stop pursuing it, right? You can take a break. It'll always come back around. And so you're going to have to do something. I would just, do what I can now. That's for free. Do what I can locally and just build a resume. I hope that helps, Blue Jay. I hope that helps. Hey, Shonda. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Dahlia said, I don't know if it's discussed already, but I'm tired of seeing tattletales on my screen. They should be the one to leave because snitches get stitches. Absolutely, Adrian is going to be sent back home to his newborn. He's just there for the drama at this point. Adrian, let me tell you something. All the sacrifice that you're talking about that you made to be here to see Charity and sacrificing time with your daughter, I better not see you on Paradise. I better not see you on Paradise. Better not, because what kind of sacrifice is that? Get out of here. Go back home to that baby. Go back home to that baby. It's so perfect. I'm so using it. Hey, Johnny's Acting Channel. Johnny's Acting Channel said, hey, Nikki, got to say, the Braden drama is annoying, but on the positive, I want John or Warwick to be the Bachelor, hands down. No excuses. Y'all love yourself some Warwick. I don't see it yet. I do not see it yet. But I get it. I get why you guys can see it in him, because I think you're mesmerized by the hair. He has great hair. Nasby says, speaking of Claire's former buzz cut, Bay Dale, he is flourishing in his relationship with his new boo. She apparently slid into his DMs and is a woman with money and 2 careers, had her own HGT. Send her to me. Who is Dale's new boo? Who is Dale's new boo? I want to see. Yeah. All you got to do is go through his likes. Child. Juicy said, Lord, even if he wasn't the baby's mother in the relationship, even if he wasn't with the baby's mother in the relationship, since knowing she was pregnant, how would you still not be there in the baby's beginning year if you could be for the Bachelorette? Child. He hasn't. Michaela, we know why he hasn't told her that the baby is a baby, because she would be like, why are you here? Like all of us, when we found out how old the kid was, I'm thinking like it's like not an adult, but like, you know what I mean? Like a kid that's going to school. This baby just got here. Oh. Michaela's at a whole newborn. Like you did not have to be, like you don't have to be on this show. You do not have to be on this show. Oh my goodness. We Girl is talking about Dortoon, said he's already a citizen. I bet the CIA thing is just a childhood fantasy thing he might have had from movies like Men in Black. I would get that if he were like a preteen. He's 30. And he gave this information to the show that his dream is to be in the CIA. Okay. It is what it is. Thank you, Shonda. Please like the video and subscribe. Share the video if you want to. Not the CIA stuff. Susan, it's either Braden or Adrian. It's one of them. Blue Jay said, thank you for the advice. I appreciate you for that. I'm not even close in the industry to even start a career. Do you have an email I could contact you if you don't mind? Absolutely. My email is in my description. My email is in my description box. My about. The only reason why I'm not telling you what it is now is because I forgot. I got 3 and I don't want to send you the wrong one. Whatever email that I put in the about, that is the one. I'll do my best to, give you as much information as I can. But yeah, if I were you, I would just, especially now, I would just start, doing stuff and putting it up, showcasing to the world that you have that you have this talent. You just never know. You never know. Um Gailey Alex. Oh, child, he all over. Child, she got him in her heart. Okay, you know what, Dale? Good for you. Oh, she's also she does a lot of bachelor videos. Why don't she show her face? She has him in all of her highlights. Oh, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But why does she hide her face? It's like she does all of these things in a hat. She doesn't look familiar to me, but good for him. She got 1.6 million followers. Let me tell you something. Say whatever you want about Dow. He gonna use a white woman before it come up. Dow will social climb a Caucasian woman. My God, today he's just getting started. OMG. Spency said, major sidebar. Nikki, do you see Kiki's man is already embarrassing her? The baby's, oh no, Kiki, no, not Palmer. Not Kiki Palmer. Not Kiki Palmer. No, what'd he do? See, this is why you never let people know who you're messing with or you're dating or who your baby father is. Hide him. Because what did I say? The minute you show people who you are dating or falling in love with or even married to, they will embarrass you. It's something about showing your mate to the world. They will embarrass you. That men will embarrass you. Y'all will never know. I will be up here with all my kids. Y'all will never know who their daddy is. I'm not trying to get embarrassed. I'm not trying to get embarrassed. Oh my God. What is happening? What did he do? Oh my goodness. He's mad at what she's wearing. Usher does not want Keke Palmer, and Keke Palmer does not want Usher. It's the outfit, though. You're a mom. We live in a generation where a man of a family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks. So please, to please others, and he gets told how much of it. Oh, embarrass you. They will embarrass you every time. No. Mom, get out of here with that 1960 stuff. No, that is not her husband. That is not her husband. She is a working actress and entertainer. What is wrong with what she is wearing to Usher's residency in Vegas? It's Vegas. Everybody got their butt out. He is, they always embarrass you. They always embarrass you. He don't got a problem with her booty cheeks being out when she paying for everything. You can't tell a man can't tell a woman what to do if he's not paying nothing. She taking care of you and the baby. Shut up. Shut up. Ciao. Listen, let me tell you something. Them other Hollywood dudes, yes, a lot of them full on pedos. Not Usher. Not Usher. Usher likes some season. Usher said, if you're not my mama age, I don't want you. Child. A wife at that and a new baby. A new baby. I can't believe he did that. I cannot believe that he did that. Get off of, child. The baby millennials is going through it. The baby, but you know what? Can I just say something? I knew when I saw who the baby daddy was and the family he came from in the city. I said, Kiki got knocked up by Afro Latino from Philadelphia. Ah! A Philly Afro Latino will put you through hell. Poor thing. God bless her. God bless her. I think that's also it too, Janelle. Kiki has not been getting attention like that, right? Everybody has always treated Kiki as the kid's sister. Now she's a mother. She got a mother womanly body. And now she's like embracing that womanhood and getting a lot of attention. Because now people are looking at her differently. And I think that bothers him. The minute she showed us him, I knew it. OMG. Poor thing. Poor thing. Poor thing. Oh, Lily, Joey is from Montgomery County. That's why he said Hawaii. That's why he said Hawaii. OMG. That's what exactly. Like nobody is fully clothed in Vegas. Like nobody. Not even the parents who are there with their kids. Everybody got their butt out. Vegas is hot too. Ciao. It's always men who are not providers. Right? It's always men who are like, men want these traditional like roles, but they're not in the traditional role. You asking her what she's bringing to the table and you want to go Dutch? Like, what are you talking about? You want me to have your dinner cooked and ready when you get home and we're in a studio apartment splitting rent. Get out of here. Get out of here. You want this traditional wife and I'm paying all the bills. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I'm the husband in this situation. You have my food ready. If you want a steak ready when you come home, you pay everything in hand. Let me put my feet up. Poor Kiki. Poor Kiki. Ryan said exactly. She has the big check. Who even is he? He has a proposal. Like calling her his wife. Nah. That's another thing. Stop doing wifely duties to a boyfriend, ladies. Please. Please stop it. OMG. I absolutely give. He gonna disrespect his wife. I'll disrespect him. And guys, even if she gets back with him, we're just gonna act like we didn't see it. She's young. It's gonna take her a while to get free. Huh? No, I'm just saying, like, even if she's all lovey-dovey with him after he embarrassed her, we're just gonna let it fly, let it flow. She's young, early 30s. She gotta figure it out. JK Knight 316 said Kiki's baby dad was also liking tweets calling Tracy Ellis Ross a loser for personal thirst trap. He's also possibly a Republican. If he Puerto Rican, he is. I think he a Rican. If he a Rican, yeah. Thank you. The Issa Rae method is the move, Miss Brown Sugar. She ain't telling nobody Nathan about her man. And I think we've only seen like 2 pictures of him. Smart. She know what she doing. Blue Jay said Kiki is a beautiful woman who deserves her flowers. I hope he doesn't try to bring her down. It happens all the time, especially in the industry. The men get jealous of their women so quickly. They get jealous of them so quickly. That's why all of these like Hollywood guys get with unknowns, because they cannot get with somebody who gets more attention than they do. They eventually start to hate this person. Happens all the time. And the women are just in love, and these men are jealous, praying for their downfall while sleeping in their bed with them. Ciao. Oh Lord. Let's hope he cleans his act up and apologize. Oh yeah, I saw that stuff about India Ari too. But like, this is India Ari who sang Video Girl. Are we surprised? I'm not the average girl in your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, he's Panamanian. I don't think I've ever met a Panamanian. I don't think I've ever met a Panamanian. So I don't know. I don't know. But if he was a Rican, absolutely he was going to be a Republican. They be hella conservative and in the hood. Ciao. From the beginning, she been with him for a very long time. Her man embarrassed her. Her man embarrassed her. Well, let's just hope he gets it right. Listen, he could apologize and do better, and she could forgive him and move on. And I think, all of those who are rooting for her should do the same. Whatever she chooses to do, if she likes it, we love it. If she likes it, we love it. I want to get Nasby, then Naya, and then I want to get out of here. Nasby said, I hope Kiki doesn't end up apologizing to him or trying to placate him. Her public stance persona thus far will call out behavior like this, but she's a new mom. Those hormones got her sprung. Yeah, that's the thing. Leave room for her to make mistakes, because it'll probably happen, and it'll probably happen in front of the public. Give that new mama grace. Naya said all the original Neo Soul girls give big pick me vibes besides Jill Scott. Yeah, all them Neo Soul people, they end up becoming either very religious or extremely hotepish, and it all leads back to white supremacy and conservatism. Like, they, at the end of the day, they are sprouting white supremacist conservative talking points. It's something that happens to them when they get older. It's very weird. It's very weird. Very, very weird. That is the new national anthem, in my opinion, Donna. That is the new national anthem, in my opinion. We're at the 2-hour mark. Let me get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to try to catch up on 90 Day Fiancé. And I think I either do a 90 Day Fiancé live tomorrow or a Real Housewives of Orange County live. It depends on if I feel like whatever episode is giving, I might just do that, or I might just do them both if I don't feel like they were that interesting for me to do a whole live about. We will see. Let me get out of here. Let me watch those shows, and I will see you tomorrow for something else. Love you so much, Star Fam. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you soon. Oh, Kiki. It always happens when a woman starts soaring. Here comes a man.